Hello. How are you today on this fabulous Monday? I hope everybody is okay. Um, Welcome to another episode of Shine Talks. I am not going to be on camera today. I do apologize. Still not feeling. So I am yeah, but I'm here. I am here. I may have to step away for a minute to go and retrieve my medication. So if I do um, walk away, please charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm going to go ahead and get started. But before we get started, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button during the replay or during the live. This is the call about my medication. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Hit the like button. Please share, comment respectfully as always. And we have a guest, so please be extra respectful. Um, Join if you have not, subscribe if you have not, the ways to give. I'll just do that now. These are the ways to support the platform: Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. And also follow us on all platforms at Sean Talk Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. All right. We'll take up an offering later. So without any further ado, I was in a chat and this purple couch kept giving these awesome comments. And I was like, well, who is this? And so I was sent her Instagram, and I was watching and I was like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I really would like to okay. Okay. Um really like to have her on, and then things just start happening. But here we are. Um I am going to let her introduce thyself. We know her as speaking from the purple couch, but people are more than avatars and their profile pictures. So we are going to go ahead, if you are ready, and bring you on up, hon. Uh, there we go.
Hi, how are you?
I don't know what. Hold on, wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you
Can you
go.
hear me?
Yes, yes. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yes. How are you?
I am doing well, and I hope you will start to feel a little better.
Um, I'm getting ready to take my medication.
Okay.
I went out earlier to try to do it, and it didn't go well. So, um, and then I didn't eat. So my mom was like, "Why didn't you eat?" So she's pulling up with my medicine and something to eat.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not
Okay.
gonna I'm just not gonna. But I know this is 2 weeks in the making. So I
Yes.
said, let me I like I say, I want to always honor my commitments. I'm just not that type of person. So rain, sleet, snow, kind of like the post office. I'm gonna be there.
All right.
Yes. So tell us about speaking from the purple couch.
Okay. Well, I I also have a nonprofit, a 501c3 nonprofit called Women of Virtue Incorporated. This year will be its 25th anniversary.
Okay.
And I was also ordained under Higher Ground Assemblies. Bishop Sherman Watkins is the
Okay.
bishop, and T.D. Jakes is the vice bishop.
Okay. Okay.
And, I do work in the DMV, which is, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. So
Okay. Okay.
that's
I need you to send me your bio because you
oh
you saying it like, well, I just and so yeah. So we're gonna
yeah.
have to get a bio on you.
Yeah. Well, I do most of my advocacy through my nonprofit.
Okay.
And I am, what can I say? Well, I do work in an area that, I'm kind of limited in things that I,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, can share. But
Right, 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 right,
yeah.
right, right, right. Okay, okay. Well, when I came to you with this, because this was when it first happened, I was like, ah. So I'm I'm still the about it, but I wanted to get a little more into, let's start with Don Lemon,
Mhm.
because we know what's going on, but I'm not gonna say I don't understand because I do understand, but
Mhm.
what are we not was what are we not, what are we missing?
Um, as far as him being arrested,
Yeah, because it
and
went from no, he's not going to be arrested, and then they go to the Grammys and pick him up. Like, who changed their mind? That's kind of where I'm trying to get to. I'm gonna step
right.
away for 1 second while you
Oh, okay,
do
no
that.
problem. No problem. Basically, as it is public, that several of the magistrate judge and another panel of judges, they decided that they were not going to sign off on him getting arrested. So the DOJ shopped it around and uh, went to a grand jury, and they was able to get what they wanted, to have him arrested. But like a lot of people say, you can almost get you can almost file a claim as a ham sandwich. A lot of filings are done in the courts. Um, some are, we know them as frivolous filings. So, I mean, you can get a an arrest, an indictment, and then it's on the prosecution to make the case. So, based on what they actually brought him up on charges, in my opinion, I do not believe that they could really hold muster in the actual courts, based on the judges, the panel, as well as the magistrate, not going along with indicting him in the first place. They are trying to charge him, saying that he was part of organizing the actual protests and not more so being a journalist covering it. But then, he would have his evidence stating, how he was contacted, what was stated, what his purpose was going there. And there is a video with him actually walking up the steps to go into the church by himself. So he wasn't initially with the crowd. Yes, he said that he would meet them there, which most journalists do once they're invited to come to cover whatever, an event, whatever it is. Then a lot of times they may come prior to do recon, or they may come in the midst, or after. But also we have to remember too that he was in the church, and he did actually interview the pastor, and it was a really calm situation. The pastor was open to being interviewed by him, so he wasn't really inciting anything if you look with your open eyes to see what was really happening. So that's kind of like my take on it, as far as what the possibilities could be. And he has a great attorney, and based on him being a journalist, a well-known journalist, award-winning journalist, and his First Amendment rights. I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out, but just in my opinion, based on what the charges are that they brought against him, it can possibly be an uphill battle in actually getting it totally done, the deed done. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. And yeah, so he's been online, and he's been, been talking about it, and he doesn't seem to be really concerned that it can result in him being jailed or fined, or whatever. And like I said, he has a great attorney who is well versed in the First Amendment and really the Constitution overall. So we'll have to see. We have a DOJ that is actually seeming to melt away. I mean, they've had so many people leaving, and that's an issue too, because you're having like a brain drain. So that's not going to work in their favor. I think Sean will be back shortly, but is there anyone who have a question or a comment about what they think is going on with Don? But yeah, that's kind of like my take on it. And uh, I didn't, when they first stated that, oh, he's not going to get arrested, I had I based on how everything is going and how we see the DOG and this administration moving, I was not that convinced that somehow, some way they was going to not arrest him. I just felt that you know how they say you come up on Trump charges. In a sense, that's kind of how it kind of went. So I kind of felt as if that somehow they was going to finagle and arrest him. That's just kind of how. And he wasn't the only one. It was another award-winning independent journalist. She was arrested as well, and then two other cameramen were arrested as well.
Oh,
All based on being quote unquote a part of the quote unquote insurrection, and as they stated, they helped organize it. But there's evidence that counters that.
okay. I am so sorry.
Oh no, no
I
problem.
I am so sorry. My dogs have been on my head, so when I disappeared, she lost it. I am so
Oh.
I'm listening on my other phone, and I'm like, kids. And she made this cert. I'm like, oh my God. She thinks
But
something's
she
wrong.
sounds so cute.
Oh my God.
She was
She is,
concerned.
yes, she's
Mm-hmm.
14. So she's
Oh
been with me
wow.
through everything. So she is
Wow.
very, and me not feeling good, she's like, I walked out the room and she just lost it. So
Oh.
I apologize for my babies. I'm a real dog mom.
Yeah, no apologies needed.
Okay, so I think that's because that's what I was telling you. I was so confused that how, how it's not even in the same state. Like you just can go and grab somebody with no real. I. Mm.
Yeah, see, this is the times that we're kind of living in. Very unprecedented. So many things that is happening now has definitely never happened before. And so it's so out there till it's almost like anything goes. So it just boggles your mind that these things are happening, but they are actually happening.
Yeah.
And oh no, go on.
No, I was going to say, and like we've seen a lot of stuff happen in our times,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like now the things that were not so, or it's almost like there's a rule book, but no one follows it anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Um, and the sad part about it is that it still has to work its way through the court system because it is in the court system. And it takes up resources and time, but it's like it's you feel like you're actually in some type of reality show,
Hmm.
and so much of it is scripted because it can't be real. I mean, you know
That,
what I'm
oh, that's my. You know what? You took the words. It's
saying?
it's like, wait, what? Because
Yeah,
of course, when you saw the headline, it was like, wait, what? This wait,
yeah,
arrested at
yeah.
at the Grammys? Like,
At the Grammys.
it's like we gonna do what we want to do, and we gonna make a statement too.
Exactly, exactly. And that's
That
just
is,
been the theme. That's been the running theme.
and
We're going to do what we want to do.
to still be no arrest made with the guy who literally did what Don got arrested for.
Mm-hmm.
No, no talk of it.
Nothing.
No, maybe. No, well, somebody looking into it. Like
Mm-mm. No
nothing.
acknowledgement.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's almost praised.
Yes, yes. And again, that again shows the hypocrisy and it gets down to really what's going on here, because
It-
he's of one shade, and the four, including Don, are of another shade.
and they went from Don them bum brush, they rolled in, they stormed in, they almost took the bulldozer through the church with bullhorns and clackers and stuff. And it's like that didn't that
No,
didn't happen.
no, it didn't. And like I said, Don, there's a video of Don walking up the steps by himself. No crowd, just him walking into the church. He wasn't running. He wasn't, forceful. It was just a smooth walk in. And like I
He
said,
actually recorded them driving
yes,
there.
yes, yes,
He recorded them driving there and they were just talking and they pulled up and
pulled up.
it went like the somebody blinked and it was chaos. And I was like, but that didn't happen because I watched them in the car while they were on their way.
Exactly.
And then when they went in, service was not going on. They had to hold a interrupted service. Service was over.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing, and people are consistently running. Well, not everybody, because I ain't blind, but
Right.
people are running with this narrative that they disrupted service. They did, and they didn't do that.
No. And he interviewed the pastor. It was calm. The pastor let him interview him. Didn't say get out. You disrupted it. Nothing. He
Nothing. If the pastor felt like he was doing that to him, I don't think he would have let him interview him.
no, no. He would have walked away or told him he needed to leave, or got his security or whatever to escort him out. No, he actually spoke with Don.
I'm I just don't I mean I understand what you're saying, and those of us who can see get it,
Yeah.
but they trying to dangle something else in front of our faces.
Yep. Alternative facts.
And then the thing too, you have people pulling in his sexuality that has nothing to do with what was going on.
Nothing. 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 This
Nothing.
man
Not
is
him or his husband.
nothing.
Nothing.
He's an award-winning journalist.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing what he does as far as his job. That
Yep.
has nothing to do with his sexual orientation, his husband, his nothing. This is
Nothing.
what he does.
Yeah. It's it's I it's like everybody who has those things upstairs working, it's almost like you don't even know what words to say to describe it
Exactly.
because it's like I still can't even put the words to it's just I don't understand it. I
It's
don't I
baffling.
get it, but you all are pushing. I see the agenda that you're pushing,
Right.
but I think my problem is the people that are not pushing back.
Yes. And people need to be louder,
Yeah.
because and like I have been saying this for a while, and I've said this on my platform, is that nowadays you have to counter everything. You just can't let things just slide.
Hmm.
You know, there has to be a counter to everything. So you have to almost go tit for tat.
Yeah.
And
That's
this,
sweeping under the rug day. That's gone.
it's gone. It's gone, because whoever is the loudest now is the one that people are drawn to and are listening to and are believing,
Hmm.
whether it's truth or not. So that's why you have to be just as loud. Truth now has to be just as loud, and it's not a matter of, oh, I'm taking the high road and I'm not going to take, no, now there's no roads during this time. There's no road.
No.
So we have to actually go tit for tat and break it on down.
Yeah, because listen, if they making their own rule book now, we need to start making ours.
Right.
And
Right.
and people are I think you have the leaders talking about the content creators and the vloggers and the bloggers and what we need to stop doing and why we need to stop doing this. But the mega churches have the bigger platforms. They
Yes.
have the bigger reach.
Yes.
So why don't you say something? And
Exactly.
then we don't really have to say as much. We can just kind of sort of talk about what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
when we have our leadership not standing kind of sort of, well, I ain't gonna say kind of sort of, standing behind us,
Yeah.
then now we have to talk about the leadership
Exactly.
as well as what's going on.
Exactly. And that's a problem, you
It
know,
it's a
major
big
problem.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
I literally yesterday um saved I don't know how many church services
Mm-hmm.
just to go back and look at them to see what their sermon topics were or what they, did in their intros or whatever.
Right.
And I was so disappointed.
That's what I was about to say. I'm sure you came up real short
With
if you
two.
and you know, I go back to the time when there were civil rights leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So much of it grew from the church.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, what are we doing here? What is going on? I mean, are we soft? Have we assimilated to the point that we just say nothing?
It's even if it has to do with money. And
Yeah.
this is where people get it wrong at. You think going against the grain will take your money. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe if you go against the grain, you'll get more money
Yes.
because people will feel like, okay, somebody's standing up for it. They'll be more willing, or they'll just like, yeah, I want to, or you know what I'm saying? I want to support, I want to do this. But when they don't have that,
Mm-hmm.
what you're afraid to lose money that you're already going to lose.
Anyway,
But is money really worth your kids and your grandkids?
in so many instances, yes.
Because
And
that's
that's
what it comes
unfortunate.
down to. Because
Yep.
when you leave here, this stuff that's still going on, that's going to be left here, is going to affect your children, your grandchildren, and your great grandchildren, nieces,
Exactly.
nephews, everything in between.
Exactly.
So if
Exactly.
you can't tell us to stand for something, that's what, just stand. You got to stand for. And then when it's time to stand, we don't have anybody standing with us.
Exactly. You're in the shadows somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't
And
see you.
and it, I don't want to tell anybody like don't go to the church no more if they didn't, but it's kind of one of them. If you don't say anything, then I'm going to think that you're for it.
Right. You're
If you at
complacent.
least address it, I can kind of be like, let me see. But complete silence?
Yes.
No,
Nothing.
no,
Nothing.
no, no. And the only thing they can say is, well, Don ain't saved. He ain't going to heaven anyway. What does that have to do with what y'all did to him?
Right. What the world? That
What does that
um,
have to do
and
with
then
anything
then
that's
who are
going on?
and then who are you? to say who's
That
going
part.
where.
The Bible says that too. They skipped it. They skipped over that one. They skipped. But you can't. It's hypocrisy. That's
Yeah,
at the end
straight
of
out.
it. It's that's it.
Total.
It's a bunch of hypocrisy because you do what you want to do and you say what you want to say, and then as soon as it flips, then it's
Exactly.
something different.
Totally different.
And none of this has to do with Christianity.
No, this
Don
is
Lemon
about
didn't get
justice.
arrested for, I still really don't know what he got arrested for, but it wasn't for his Christianity.
No, no, nope.
And I didn't know that you can be arrested for your sexuality.
No, you really shouldn't and couldn't.
So again, the question is, where are we?
Where are we? Because it's about justice, and that is what Christ stood for, justice,
All day.
all day long. And he was the one who definitely got after a lot of these Pharisees and Sadducees
For
with their,
doing this,
yes,
for doing this,
hypocrisy,
for this very thing.
for hypocrisy. Yep.
I just, well, we gonna keep an eye out. Um, I don't, this is a waste of so much money.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
We're
It
struggling and you going and kidnapping people and doing all of this kind of stuff, and we about to waste millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, and millions have already been wasted. It has been, oh my gosh. It the filings it's just been out of this world.
And I'm pretty sure they're gonna add as many pieces of paper to make it as lengthy as they possibly can.
In some instances, and in some instances because they had such a brain drain in the DOJ, who's actually working don't really know. Um, what is public now is that they have so many DOJ attorneys that have left, that have
Hmm.
resigned, that now they are looking to JAG, to military attorneys. That is JAG and the federal constitution. Military law is different than federal law. There's some similarities, but there's like a whole different frame framework.
So
And so,
because we don't have enough, we
mhm,
gotta go and get somebody else
yeah,
whose rules are way different from oh
to try to figure it out,
Lord. This is
to try to figure it out.
it's
So
just February.
yes, and
This
and
is
that's scary. It's scary, rary.
this is just we ain't even got 90 days in the 2026.
No, and it's still more foolishness.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's go to this other one that's up here. This I'm a, I'm gonna be nice and call her by her name, Miss Nikki.
Mhm.
It- it's another one. You can't even put the words to the. Now, I've never been like a fan, so I don't
Yeah,
really, I ain't gonna sit here and say I ain't never heard her music. I ain't never bought none. I say
right.
that.
Neither have I.
So this a skit? Is this uh I heard it wasn't real. I heard the gold card was like a
Memento.
memento. Yeah, like what?
It was. The thing is, this is my opinion as far as what is happening with Sister Nikki.
That's we'll give her that one.
she um she had been, okay. First of all, she is a permanent resident, but she is not a U.S. citizen. So that's one thing. She still hasn't received her citizenship.
Really?
Another thing is that her husband, now her husband and her brother are both offenders.
Mm-hmm.
But her brother is his state charges, but her husband has federal charges. So she's been kind of, I would say last year, she would be throwing little things out because when during his first term, she was saying things against him, especially
Exactly.
when he put the kids in the cage
I
and
thought it
all
was
that.
just me.
No,
Okay, this is correct. She was
right,
okay.
and she was bold about it. Um, but I think when she really starts seeing, because he stepped it up 1,000 notches regarding immigrants
Mm-hmm.
this go round.
This go, yeah.
So I think based on that, um, and also that she really loves her husband, I think she started. Oh, and another thing, because she had taken down her Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
but on X, because that crew is over there, that not just the Barbs, but his whole Elon and him,
Yeah, they Twitter head
right?
or Twitch heads, whatever it is.
She makes money all over there on X. So the more she
Really?
caters to the X crowd, more money she can make because they're
Mm.
still waiting for another album for her to come out that she's been promising.
For
And
years.
so with all these things, with her immigration status, still not being a U.S. citizen, her husband possibly could get um,
Sometime.
a pardon, and also X can make her some money. My thing is she's hypocritical.
Very.
She she did get played, but she's trying to play. To me, she's trying to play it off that she didn't get played because she is the one who said, "Look, I got my gold card." Now there was a program that he had that if you give him $1 million, um, he can help push up your immigration paperwork. But what he gave her, like as soon as she, displayed it and said, now my paperwork is going to, be expedited. What did the White House do? They came back and said, well, no, that's not going to happen, sis. So they were still trying to let her know, even though you're playing in our playground, you really can't get on any of our rides for real, for real.
So did she have to give that million for that?
Now this is what happened because remember she said I got it for free, so she knew that generally there's some money attached to that card, but
Mm-hmm.
she let it be known, but I got it free. Well, I think it was last week when he said she's been giving millions to my accounts for the children,
For the
meaning him.
children.
He's
Okay.
the children. So there may have been lately maybe some money exchange.
Okay, so well, hold wait, 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 wait,
It
wait,
may have
wait.
been. I'm this is my opinion, and
So let me okay. Because
I'm
you
just going
said
by
this
what
a
he said
couple
out of his mouth.
times, and I'm trying to get my brain to wrap around this. So this $1 million goes to him, not us.
Oh no, no, it goes to him. I mean, he's trying to sue. for $10 billion, which is taxpayer money. He has been the most.
How the-
He has gained so much money during this term till it's unbelievable. I So much has happened that's unprecedented that has not been held accountable for, till it's you feel like you are in another world.
So it's almost like people just putting money in his cash app.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't do this. I can't.
I mean, think of the law firms. Think of the oh, you know, think of the White House, the East Wing. He
Yeah.
said he was getting donations to rebuild it.
Yeah, his grand
Nothing it stopped.
tore it all up and stopped.
Yeah, it stopped. So where did that money go?
This is and
Oh,
people not
what about the money from Venezuela, from the oil? He said that he was going to give it to get the money and give it to the Venezuelan people, but it's in an offshore account.
and nobody's so she basically was uh a SNL skit.
Right, for them. And I think what it was too is that why they even like kind of let her on the stage is because their girl Candace kind of started flipping on them, and
Mm.
they do want the black vote, and it's like, okay, who has a large following, and and she does. But what they didn't count on, and that's why I think in a sense they're still trying to let her know, no sis, you just here for a minute, is that not as many are saying they flipping over, to the other side because of her. Not as
Mm.
many as they need to.
So
And
she pretty much at the party, but she got to leave at 12.
right, right. And then especially after what she said about Don, and so many of her barbs you know, are gay. And then she said that
That
that's
was
that was
uh,
horrible.
yeah. You've and but then again, if it's the money that you're concerned about, how do you do this to the people who are supporting you?
Thank you. That are supporting you majorly.
That's
So
how do
so
you
and with her saying a lot of these wild things now, but see, now she's on X, and a lot of them are upping her up because she done said she's the number one fan, and in a sense, outwardly it looks like, oh, we're bringing her into the fold. So on X she's getting play a little more play. But the bottom line is, when I saw the White House making that correction, they were sending a message
mm,
that
mm, mm.
you not all the way in like Flynn.
And ain't nothing she done dug herself a hole now.
Yeah.
You dug yourself a hole. And I get I think what bothers me kind of sort of is the people like her with the money. If
Mhm.
you've had this money all of this time, why haven't you secured your citizenship by now?
Exactly. Bottom
What have
line.
you been doing all of this time? If you had the million to just put in his cash app now,
Hmm.
why didn't you do this years ago?
Right. You have attorneys, you have you know legal assistance at your fingertips, and you have the money. What is the problem? What is the problem?
It don't make sense. It
Mm. Mm-mm.
It doesn't make sense. And the fact that she has such a large following of, I would say, impressionable minds.
Right.
It's a
Yes.
dangerous game.
Yes, it is.
It's a
Yes, it is.
dangerous game. And I've always said this about the Orange Man from before and now.
Mm-hmm.
He's always done the dumb stuff that he said he was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think people were like, "No, that's too good. No, that he ain't gonna do." Like it sounded so far off that you would be like, "Nah, that's nah, he just talking." No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Nope.
Everything
Nope.
that he said that he was going to do first time and this time,
Yep.
he's doing.
He's doing.
They were
And
like,
he
"Oh no, that proposal, that ain't real. That's just something that
it's the
no.
playbook.
It was his play. He gave the playbook.
Yep. Yep.
He gave it before they even put him in. He gave them play by play what he was going to do.
Told him. Told them. And I just need your vote. That's what he said. I just need your vote.
Now, were they far out and outlandish? Absolutely.
Totally.
Did we think, oh yeah, he's really going to do it? Now, me, yeah, because I said everything he said he going to do.
Yep.
He didn't did it.
He done did it.
He's a finger happy guy, so he's going anything that comes to his brain, he's going to say it.
Yep.
I don't want to now. Does he have some things rolling around up there? I believe so, but then he's of age to have that problem. But
Exactly.
he didn't just start talking like this.
No, he didn't. No,
He
he
did
did
not
not.
just start talking like this.
No. I
He's been
mean,
talking like this all of my life.
exactly. And when he was on that bus with the guy, grab him by the, I mean,
He's
what?
been who he is.
Yes.
What made people think? I, I don't know what people were thinking
I don't either. I don't either.
because right after then people were they said that the largest Google research was search history was how do I retract my vote? No,
Yes. Too
no,
late.
you did that. You
Exactly.
you said it with your whole chest. You did that.
Yes.
Now
And
what?
now they on, farmers are crying and
Mm-hmm.
people of other persuasions are crying,
Mm-hmm.
because they're losing this, they're losing that.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
had a guy
You know,
I had a meeting with about a month ago, and he's into produce and things, and he was on the phone. He said, I have never had to just grab from one and try to get to another one and try to
mm,
get this and try to get. He was like, this is probably my baddest season. He said, this used to be my best season.
yeah, yeah,
He was like, but nobody is even doing anything. And he was sitting there and they were making calls trying to find out, okay, well, can you see if such and such still got something? He like, okay, well, I'll call him. You call back. No, he just
no,
got an order from me. He was like, well, that was me. Like it was, and I'm like, this is for our produce.
yeah. And it's sad. I mean, I've seen people saying that have cattle ranches. They was like, one couple was like, wow, I guess we voted for us to go out of business.
Mm.
And now she's like, I'm going to make sure that, you know, this changes and we won't be voting that way. But I mean, a lot is done. What's
It's
done
too
is
late
done.
now.
Yeah, I mean, so many people do vote against the interest, but as you stated, he's said what he was going to do,
Mhm.
and
You
he's
can't
doing
call
it.
him a liar. That's
No,
what you can't you
no.
now you can call him a lot of things, but
And sometimes he forgets something he say, and he say he didn't say it. But we have to also remember, what they call him, uh, he's a Gemini, so one
Ooh,
Don may not know what the other Don said.
Don and Donald.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
they
Don
type
didn't know
shit.
what Donald said, so
Yeah, Don and Donald. That
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And people don't, you may not be into that, but some stuff is, listen, I didn't seen enough to believe in some stuff.
Yeah, some stuff you is like out there,
It
and
just is, it just is. It's not
yeah,
a I, I'm so, I don't want to say afraid for us, but I am concerned because we're not, if y'all not speaking up now,
yeah.
w- w- what are we, what's next?
What's next, and will you ever? What will it take for you to speak up?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. What
Is there a
has to
line?
happen?
Where's the line? I mean, it appears that there's no line.
Oh, I mean, after
Yeah.
this weekend's post,
Oh
I
my.
mean, w- what more?
It is, I- I- you know, it just goes back to the when he took that whole page out against the five guys, and even after they were exonerated, they was like, well, would you apologize? Or he was like, no, I still believe they did something.
Flat out,
What?
no. Flat out, no.
Yeah.
And he
You know?
don't hold. That's the thing. He don't hold. Are you gonna,
Mm-mm.
no?
Nope.
Are you
Not at
gonna
all.
apologize for the, no?
No,
No.
not.
So
And
it's
then
like,
you sit, when so much of this was going on and it was affecting so many people, just how many jobs have been lost, um, just how many people have been affected, especially when we was going through
mm,
the SNAP issue, when and prior to the shutdown, just all these things that were happening. And I'm, to be honest, I was weeping a lot and
yeah,
praying a lot because, like I said, I advocate for so many. I knew of so many seniors that it affected, and
yes,
even single moms. And
yes,
a lot of people think, that some of the single moms or people that are on food stamps, they've been on it for generations, but some of them are working. Some of them are actually working,
and
and they
still
need
can't make it.
and still can't make it, and they need to supplement with food stamps.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, we have to understand the statistics of who the majority that's on food stamps.
they don't want to
And
talk about that.
no, they don't want to talk about that. And but now it's coming out because they're being affected.
Yeah,
And so, it's all so very sad. And I've just been one to, encourage people to call their congressional representatives and kind of stay on their necks. I don't care who you voted for, but we the people, you do have a representative in Congress that
mm-hmm.
you voted for that needs to know how you feel about this. And the more you actually keep at it and, you know, flood the phones and the emails, eventually it was really wild how for a long time some of them was not even doing town halls anymore because they knew of the hurt, the anger,
Mm-hmm.
and what was happening to people's lives in real time. I mean, what is happening, it will take a minute to unravel
Undo. Mm-hmm.
because the yarn is tight.
And we're just getting started. So just
Yes,
imagine what it's going to be at the end of 4 years to unravel.
yes, yes,
That's
and
going to be it's already a lot.
yes, it is already
It's
a lot.
already a lot. And
Yes,
and people don't understand because I was telling people vote in everything.
yeah,
Vote. It's not gonna make a difference anyway. That's the problem right there.
that is the problem.
Go
Be-
and vote. You think that it will, they gonna do what they want to do anyway. So that's the mindset of people.
yeah,
But you have to get out and vote. Vote for what you agree with.
exactly,
If you
exactly.
can't find a person name or it's not a popular name or you can't see what, because they give you what everybody is doing or
Right,
what
and
they're
you
going
can
to do.
research people.
Research them and see,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, uh Lil Keith, he looked like he gonna do some good, so I'm gonna go on here and vote. But vote for somebody that's going to do good
Right. Oh, and you know will do good on your behalf.
on your, yes.
You
If you
know,
vote for what you believe in,
right.
it doesn't have to be a popular person. If
Exactly.
they're going on on your beliefs, then hey, take that. You take 15 to 30 minutes to go and do dumb stuff anyway. Take that 15 to
Exactly.
30 minutes and go and cast your vote
Mm-hmm.
and go ahead on about your business and go and do what else ever you were going to do. But don't do it because you don't feel like
Right.
it's going to matter. That's
Because
what they're banking on.
that's what they're banking on. And see, as we just seen lately, where some places that were red are turning blue. It
Mhm.
was because of votes. And so we do need to kind of like help people understand that you can make a difference. Look at how Target is floundering.
Yeah,
It's because what people started holding back their money. So there are these things that you can do that will make a difference, and
yeah.
don't let people make you think that it doesn't.
A little dent, I promise you,
Right.
to a brand new car, a little
Yes.
dent makes a difference.
Yes. And it can be very costly.
And you right, you pull that Bentley out and let somebody hit you at the light.
Yeah.
Take that Bentley back to the dealer and let them tell you what it's worth.
Exactly.
Brand
Exactly.
new. It could be a
Mhm.
scratch,
Yes.
but that scratch made a difference,
Yes.
a big
A
difference
big difference.
in that car. So even if we can get a little bit more people
Mm-hmm.
to start
Mm-hmm.
voting,
Yeah.
that would help. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? If we it sat down, and because my son, he's 28,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, I don't care neither way. Like they both crap like everybody else. Yeah, I get that, son, but you gotta pick the best out of the two.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you still gotta do something, but that's how they think.
Exactly. And then we have to also look at history as well. And
Yeah.
you can see um when certain when this group is in, what happens, and when this group is in, what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see there's a lot of cleanup with one group
Yeah.
that seem to always have to do a lot of cleanup.
Yeah.
And so that right there, it's about research and understanding and moving on it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not just like, oh well, no, it's these times it's not an oh well time.
I
It's
think and I'm gonna be honest, and this is just me. I think every church, since y'all want to get into this political thing so hard now, sit down and have some classes or at least some literature for people to read
yes.
to know, okay, this is coming up, and as a collective, this is what we're concerned about.
Right.
So let's get into this. As a
Communities.
collective, this is what we need for our community.
Right.
So this is the person that, you know what I'm saying, and kind of give people, because that's what they have that influence.
Definitely have that influence. And people need to understand that they have that influence. They have
Mhm.
so much of an influence that people will give their rent money to them. So so
Will,
so come on. You have
especially
that
your
much.
locals. Come
Yes.
on. Like,
Yes. Yes.
y'all have meetings about everything else.
Everything.
You
Everything.
can't take 15 to 20 minutes before or after your Bible study to say, hey, this is coming up. This is what we got going. This is what or have a representative from the church go to these town halls and bring
Yes.
it back and say, okay, well, this is what they were talking about. And this is what, and that'll make people say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe us down here, because that's how they feel. Like we, the little people down here that don't matter. Maybe we really do. And I think
Yes.
that will cause more people to get involved with the local,
Yes.
with your Senate, with your all of that stuff. It steps before the presidency.
Yep. The city council, your state. Yeah.
All of that is
All
before.
of that.
If you get involved in that,
Mm-hmm.
then at the head they gonna be scrambling because, okay, wait, we don't have this. Wait, hold on now, because but it's a strategy and they missing it.
Totally.
They're
Totally.
missing it. They're and
And
they
it's
say
it's
just
really sad
pray.
because it's about educating, informing, and making people aware. Because
Hmm.
yes, we are the church. We are in this world, not of this world, but what is in this world does affect us
Yeah,
and
we're
will
not in a
affect.
bubble.
Right. And affect our children, affect our grandchildren. So we need to help to make it a better place.
Yeah.
You know, are we our brother's keepers? You know, it's not just my brother's keeper here in this church. You
Hmm.
know, Jesus was concerned about the strangers.
Yeah.
So is the strangers all in your churches? No, he said on the highways and byways compel men. So the church is not in the highways and byways. Who's out there? So
Hmm.
it's a community that we need to, be aware of, and definitely step out there, become educated, be informed, be made aware, and do what needs to be done so that we can put the right people in the right places
All right.
that will make a difference
That's
and have
that's
compassion.
that's what it is. That's what it is. We the church has such an influence,
Yes.
but it's like we don't use them at the right times.
Mm-mm.
We
No.
don't use it at the right times. There are so many younger generations that can be on the city
Yes.
council. If you get on the city council in your, early 20s, late early 30s, you by the time you get, you're already in that political stand. So the
Yes.
older you get, the higher you go, and then you're making a difference from jump.
Totally. Totally.
But when you have these older people coming in and doing stuff, things are going to continue to pretty much be the same. But
Be
we
the
don't.
same.
Who do you hear saying, when my child graduated, I want them to be on the city council?
No, I
They
don't
should
hear
run
that.
for mayor.
I don't hear that.
You don't hear that.
Nope.
You don't hear anybody in 10th, 11th, 12th like, I think I want to be on the city council, make a difference. I
Make
think
a
I want to.
difference. Hmm.
You don't hear that. Hey,
No,
Tasha, you do not hear that.
you don't.
But why not?
Right. Why isn't there any aspirations to do that?
Yeah,
Why?
it's
Eh,
we got to do something. We
Right.
have to get, because we still can,
Hmm.
but we have less time in front of us.
Yeah.
Those that are behind us have more time
Have
in
more
front
time.
of them.
Right.
So why not start trying to, hey, even if it's something that you never thought about, you know what? I never thought about that. Let
Hmm.
me see if let's go to some just meetings
Some meetings. Energize.
to just see.
Right.
Take your kid, because boys and girls clubs and all of those things, you don't really have those things anymore.
No. No.
So if you just take your child, hey, just once a month, good Jesus, let's go to they always having something.
They always having something. And also it seems now, I know in our schools when I was coming up, we used to have civics. So
Hmm.
we know how the government works from your city to your state to your federal.
They don't have
But
that
now
anymore.
I don't, they don't have that anymore.
They don't have that
So
anymore.
yeah, and so that's an issue because
Yeah.
that one thing that people, I also believe people, is some of the younger people feel that they may not be able to make a difference by voting is because they don't understand the system and the process.
Hmm.
And a lot of times, what you don't fully understand, you have some level of fear or discontentment without fully understanding
Yeah.
how this works and how you can be a part of it and make a difference.
Because see, and I don't even know if people really think about stuff like this, but there used to be class presidents and
Yes,
class this, and you had mock elections in school, you had all of these
yes,
things. Those people, yes, they went on to do something on either the city council, somewhere in the attorney something, somewhere in the state something.
right.
But with those curriculums not even be, when was the last time you heard a child say, I'm running for class president?
I haven't. I hear them talking about I'm running for king and queen.
Yeah, that's prime stuff. But when did
Yeah,
you when was the last time you actually heard a child saying they were running for class president?
I really haven't. Hmm.
Makes a difference
It
because it's
does.
not being taught anymore.
Right.
It's not even
True.
being put into our kids' brains that
Brain. Mhm.
you can be that person to make a difference.
Exactly.
We don't have that anymore.
Nope.
If they would put that back into schools, that made you think, okay, what's best for the school?
Right.
What are we going to do to make the school better? What are we
Yes.
going to do for the lunches? What are we going to do for activities? What are we going to do? They don't have
Problem
that
solving.
structure anymore.
Right. They have no problem solving. And then on top of that, they also don't have emotional intelligence. And so it's
Mm.
hard for them now to learn how to cope with things and deal with things, even to get to a point that they can receive, more information or education on how they can make a difference in so many areas, you
I'm
know.
getting ready to, because that just came to me right this second. And I really want to, I don't know how, but it's some kind of something these kids need to know that they really can still make a difference.
Definitely.
It's
um
something that has to be done, to because I don't even think parents are even realizing it.
no, I don't think they are. We have under our nonprofit, we have um, two groups. One called uh, Why Love Young Ladies of Virtue, and Rose. rosebuds. And, they have a little coordination once they go through the little um, process. But we talk about everything. We talk about, um, you know, spirituality. We talk about the process that's in the government and how you can make a difference. You know, a lot of times people say, "Oh, I want to make a difference." And yes, we could be doctors and nurses, but also the people that are making legislation
Mm-hmm.
for the nurses and the doctors. This is
We
the
need them
license you
too.
have to, right? Because legislation also is related to these doctors and nurses because you get a license. There are parameters and rules and
Mm-hmm.
regulations, and that's done by legislators,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in the government. So,
Because if the
all this ties
legislation don't
together.
pass the bills about your medication, guess who ain't getting it?
Right. Or your health care or
Oh
your
yeah,
whatever,
we
you
see
know?
that.
Yes.
So.
And in effects, I mean, there are hospitals that are closing in rural areas,
Yes.
because of what is going on. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's a full circle and it touches everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we
There are
need to,
doctors and nurses that aren't even getting paid
right,
right now.
right. They've lost their jobs for no reason, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what has concerned me because I've also worked with veterans. I've been what they call a Peblo,
Okay.
and that helps Army uh, veterans transition out of the military due to a medical condition.
Okay.
And so many of them, definitely have mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go ahead and almost cut the mental health professionals that service them in half, where now they're waiting months to find or get reassigned to someone else to see someone else after they have
Yes.
developed this, patient and doctor relationship and they're comfortable with this person. This person knows their triggers and, can help them work through, and then they have to almost start out over with
Start
somebody
all
else.
over. That's traumatic to
That is
them.
very traumatic.
That is
Very
very
traumatic.
traumatic for them. And people
Yes.
don't understand that.
Yes.
That
Yes.
that when one thing that I've learned about them because my uncle was in the military,
Mm-hmm.
we don't play with him. We
Understand.
don't play with him.
Yep.
I didn't know why as a kid, like it had to be not quiet, quiet, but no sudden loud noises
Oh
and
no.
no flashes of this and no. And I never understood it. Like
Mm-hmm.
why? But
Yep.
he has certain triggers to
Yes.
this day
Yes. Yes.
that he can't even, and he'll say it, I can't be around. I can't, mm-mm.
Can't.
Like that whole fireworks thing and stuff like
That's
that.
too much.
He
It reminds
don't,
them.
yeah, he doesn't, certain things he just will not, and he has his, every day he has his routine.
And it's they and a lot of times they can't be taken off of that. It can just
No,
cause a lot of
it,
panic and confusion.
yes,
You know,
yes,
I
yes.
have I had one soldier who he and a lot of the soldiers that I worked with, a lot of them may have started off with their wives, and at the end of the process,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
are about to go through a divorce. And
Yeah.
I remember one soldier, he actually was in a music video and he came back and he told me, he said, "See, I want you to look at this music video I'm in." And it was about the soldier. They have their uniform on, but when they physically take it off, it's still on.
Yes.
And the the thing, every time I look at the video, I've saved it. Every time I look at that music video, it just brings tears to my eyes because I see him and I know, they tell you the stories and the things that they've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And as their Pablo, I mean, you almost become part of, the
You're there with
counselor
them.
and everything. And if initially I wasn't like, I was like, ooh, this is
It's a lot.
heavy. But to understand that and to see how so much was whacked away, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of their benefits, it just blew my
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Yeah. The benefits, their medications,
Yes, yes,
all of those things, then they end up losing what they do have because they've been
it's ooh, you know,
it's heavy.
homelessness. It's a lot, and like you stated, the importance of your vote can count because you see
Mm-hmm.
what is happening and
Yeah.
how it's affecting so many people
Mm-hmm.
based on who's in leadership.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's
Wow.
it's a lot. It's a lot, and I always just try, to educate and inform and make people aware.
Oh,
You
we're
know,
gonna have to do that because it's a lot of things that are different now
yes.
because we're not doing what we used to do. I said
Right.
when they took prayer out of church, the moment they did that, and I remind
Hmm.
people of this all the time, when
Hmm.
they took prayer out of church, I said, "Oh, it's gonna get ugly."
Yeah, them overnight prayers, and also think about just going back to the civil rights era. Because they were suppressing their votes or telling them they couldn't vote, they would go into the church and they would start educating each other because they had to go and answer all these questions and stuff and
Mm-hmm.
have the right answers to even qualify to vote.
To
So they
vote.
studied together. And even when, they went out and did protests, a lot of the churches, that's where they learned how to protest peacefully. And if someone is spitting at you, and they learn all those strategies and
Yeah.
techniques, in the church. And it didn't take away from the church. It
Mm-mm.
just empowered people and educated people. And we have just gone so far from that now.
Yeah,
It's
those were the church leaders walking with
yes,
Dr. King. Them
yes.
wasn't just the homeboys off the street. These were
Thank you.
these were pastors and preachers and and
Thank
and
you.
church members that were walking with them.
Yes.
The I have a dream, that was church.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That was church.
That was church. And we just
So what are we do? What are we doing? That was everybody said that's like our staple person.
yes. Yes.
But we're not following what he was doing now.
No.
And then
No.
they talk about Jamal Bryant, like, well, he think he, and I said earlier, I said people think it's a dig at him to call him Jamal Luther King.
It's not a
That's
dig
not
at
a
all.
dig.
Oh, no, no. I
That's
mean,
not a
he's
dig.
he got his whatever, but he gonna speak out
And
about
his
injustice.
personal, I don't, whatever. I
Yeah.
I can't. That ain't got nothing to do with my
No.
pockets, my house, or my food. I don't
Thank
have
you.
nothing to do with that. But when it comes to us,
Right. And because I'm telling you, I believe a lot of people was not aware the fullness of why there should have been a boycott of Target until
mm-mm,
he broke it
until
down and said
exactly.
they reneged on what they were supposed to. It wasn't just about, oh, now they took DEI. No, they reneged
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
on investing
mm-hmm,
into the the Black business owners.
And then he
That was
turned around
major.
and called the pastors out that was trying to go behind, like, "Oh, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
No,
We're not
no.
doing that." And that's what we listen. Regardless to what he do, like I say, in his house, them is his four
Mm-hmm.
walls and his roof.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with that. But I can't take away what he's doing for the community.
Right.
And we need some people
Yes.
to
Yes.
walk with him
Yes. Not
like
just
they did with Martin Luther King.
yes,
Because
just
he
not
had
just
his
one here, that one there. It needs to grow.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking about him and join them.
Right. Exactly. We have the pastor Alfred Church Baptist Church in Virginia. He speaks openly. There's another pastor. I think he's in Chicago. Another Black pastor. He does as well. And but it needs to be
It needs to be
more.
more. It needs
You
to be
know,
more. It needs
especially
to be
these
more.
ones. And they're saying, oh, well, he's now saying that if you talk political, we'll take your 501c3 back. But a lot of churches, they don't have an actual 501c3. They
To
are,
begin with.
yeah, they are tax exempt based on that. But also the thing is that there's when you're educating on about voting, that's not being political, or picking a side.
It's education.
It's education and information.
And they don't want that.
Yeah, yeah, because
That's what they're
knowledge is
fighting
power.
against. Yeah. If you
Knowledge is
telling them
power.
what to do, if you making them think and research, then we can't control them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it
Exactly.
is. They don't want these pastors that are speaking to bring it to the forefront because then people will start studying and they lose their control.
Thank you. Exactly.
We keep talking about, "Well, we ain't going back." What are y'all doing to not go back?
Right. What are we doing?
What are we doing to not go back? Well, hey, they ain't going, I don't see how they used to have us all. You try to act like you want to see.
Exactly.
I don't want to see.
And another thing, even going further back from the civil rights, when the slaves, the only thing they were allowed to do is gather for church. And they came up with systems and songs and things to communicate, to lead them to freedom. You understand?
Mhm.
So much was birthed out the church, and yet now it's stifled.
You want me to tell you what happened? I'm gonna show you
Yeah.
how they did it. Because people don't they think I just be talking outside of my head. We made our songs for us to get through back then. We made the code songs. We made this. Then they brought in the praise and worship.
Mm,
That ain't us.
you hit it. That's right.
That's not us.
Yes.
So now we're saying these words and these things and
Mm,
manifesting and called praise and worship.
wow.
And we've taken away our cause. We've taken away
Mm,
our codes.
yes.
We've
Yes.
taken away our yearnings. We were crying out.
Yes. Yes.
They've taken that from us and implemented this praise and worship and made us feel like, oh, this is the new way. Nah,
No.
this
You're
ain't what
right.
brought us over.
Say so now. Yep.
This ain't what brought, can't none of the, name me a praise team song right now that can for real get you over. I ain't talking about in your emotions and how you
Mm-mm.
feeling and what made you feel that way. No, 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 no.
Yeah, all that what is it, Maranatha? That
Mm-mm-mm.
whole group flew in.
We used to cry out and they would
Yes.
hear it across the fields
Yes. Yes.
and people
Yes.
would join in and you
Yes.
knew who you were. When you
Yes.
sing and praise and worship now, who are you?
Who what is that?
Who are
What
you?
is that? Mm-hmm.
We're not paying attention.
Nope.
We're not paying attention. Those
Nope.
were our war cries. That was how we
Yes.
let you know we were coming. This is how we let you know which way to go. This is how we let.
Yes.
We don't have that now.
No. No. We
We
just
don't have
lost.
it now. I mean, praise and worship. I mean, it's here now, so it ain't really nothing. That's devotion was different. Devotion was a cry out.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
prayed during devotion and they
Yep.
read scriptures and they called to order. This
Yes.
praise and worship stuff, you more hear the music than you do with the people who reading off the screens.
Right. Exactly. Who's really reading
Our
off the
eyes was
screen?
closed back then. We couldn't read because our eyes was closed
Eyes
or
was
full of
closed.
tears. One,
Yes. And we was in the zone.
so it's a lot of stuff they doing and we ain't paying attention to it.
Nope.
We
Nope.
ain't
That is
paying
so
attention
true.
to it. But I'm sure getting ready because some of this stuff I'm just thinking about this praise and worship thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just coming to me, and it's like these are the things that we used to do, which made
Yes.
us stronger together.
Yes.
And
Yes.
because we don't have that anymore, it's drawing separation.
Separation. And now it's at one point it was who has the biggest congregation. It was a competition. Then it was how who has the most locations, you know, and for further division.
Now is who got the most followers. They don't
Who
even
got
care
the
who
most
well.
followers? Yeah, it's and it's like really it's so much now has become performative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No spirit behind it, no anointing.
Mm-mm.
It's performative. And now we're finding because so much is being unveiled that so many of them were really doing this as a grift and wasn't
Mm.
even called or
Yeah.
chosen.
So everything is coming out. We trying to show, but they showing too. So we got to
Yes,
start showing up a little bit more because
yes.
we in for it.
Oh,
We got some things to do. We
yes. That
we
is
got some
so very
things to
true.
do.
Yep.
Well, I listen, I'm going to say that I feel a little better.
I am
Um
so happy.
this is it's therapeutic also.
Okay,
So
great.
um I appreciate you for not saying what she said this time. We ain't gonna. I'm about my word. I'm
Yeah,
about my word, and
I
I
totally understand
appreciate you
about
for.
that,
I I, I thank you, and we're gonna have to do some more because we got to wake some folks up.
yes.
We
Sound the
got to
alarm.
we it's more than the scandals in the church.
Yes.
Like they've been happening, they ain't gonna stop. So I talk about them, but I don't really it's got to be I don't know. It's been going on too long. So
Yeah.
but these things right here,
Yeah.
this is what needs to be talked about because this
Definitely.
is what's gonna really make a difference.
It's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. And our motto is we call it the triple E effect: educate, elevate, empower.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
we gonna get on that other one. I want to do that next week.
Okay, you just let me know.
Yeah, because it's time for that too, because that's a whole nother thing that got folks in the uproar. They think we just mad at the world. We not.
No, no.
We don't
Mm-mm.
even we mad at ourselves. You don't even know it.
Don't even realize
You don't even understand it.
it.
So
For sure, for sure.
well, I thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And you guys, listen, if you are not following, that's a problem. Go and follow Speaking from the Purple Couch. I believe is it in the if you can put that in the chat so I can pin it and
Okay.
they can because we support each other over here. We don't we ain't about that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Cause while folks talking about something else, we gonna be talking about things that's gonna help us.
Help
And
us.
I got a 1-year-old grandbaby, so I'm
Oh,
concerned.
yes, definitely.
I'm concerned. So these preachers and stuff, they gonna do what they gonna do, but we got to worry about the roofs over our head and the food going in our mouths and the money in the bank.
Yes.
They done already stopped pennies. What?
Yes, they have stopped generating pennies.
What?
Woo.
Where
Um,
y'all say stuff ain't that'll never happen. Okay,
mm,
they showing y'all.
exactly. So if you want any more
Everything y'all
pennies,
said it can't, they showing you. Oh
they
yeah.
showing you in
We
this.
we meant that.
So if you want some pennies, they got pennies got to come from heaven. Pennies from heaven because they not coming from the
Listen,
mint.
they really, and I too thought it was a joke because I said, how you
Mm-mm.
just gonna stop making money?
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's always been here. Like pennies, you
Hmm.
could find pennies when you couldn't find nothing else.
Yes. Yes.
And they literally do not have pennies anymore.
Nope. And so no, it's no more a penny for your thought.
Look, oh Lord, and that's a problem.
That's a problem. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, that is a problem within itself. See, everything
Yes.
is making sense. Everything
Hmm.
is, oh, it's making sense now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and drop you, and I
Okay.
want to thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and
So
thank.
I love this conversation. I
I did too.
absolutely love this conversation. And we gonna get it. It's folks to catch on. I ain't worried. It
Yeah.
listen, it's for who it's for.
Exactly.
But we gonna make a
Exactly.
difference.
For sure. For
We
sure.
we gonna make a difference. Well, thank you. I'm waving like you can see me.
Well, I'll wait for you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. I listen. I pressed and I pushed through this show, but I promise you this was a great conversation. Um I am happy. I am happy with this conversation, and it brought out a lot of things that we have to pay attention to. They're slowly sliding things away from us, and we're not paying attention to it. We got to wake up for real, for real. Like, we got to wake up for real, for real. Speaking from the Purple Couch channel is pinned there. Um, if you're watching the replay, you can see please go and follow because this is information that we need to put out. We need to get this information out. We need our younger people to know you can make a difference. We don't want this to happen to y'all. I don't want my children to experience stuff like this. Are they going to experience something? Absolutely. But they don't have to experience the same thing. That's my time. These are the ways to give on the screen. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle are all here. Again, follow on all platforms at Sean Talk Show. That is here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Share, share the live, join the community, like all of those things are super important. Likes are very important. Um, that keeps us in the algorithm and it keeps us going and it keeps us going and it keeps people looking. Um, so we are getting ready. What time is it? We are getting ready. Um, Jesse, Courtney, and Josh is going to be on at 9:30 for Millennial Mondays. And we always know that they are going to have something to say. Um, so go on. If you are not following Jesse online, go and do that. Um, Follow I am Courtney TV and follow Josh at J Elizar. At J Elizar. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together. I really enjoyed this show. I learned a lot. Thank you, Tasha. That's what we're here for. That's the I want to bring awareness. Yes, we got other stuff that we talk about. We gonna always mess is good. You little catty every now and again. All of that, all of that. We gonna do that. But in these days, we need education and awareness. We need this. Knowledge is power. That's it what they say. Knowledge is power. So that's my time, y'all. No, I don't think we have any other announcements. Uh nope, not that I can think of. If there are, charge it to my head and not my heart. And I will see y'all at 9:30 over at the other church on the campus. We have a large campus, so y'all can go. The buses are already out there. We got sprinter vans to take y'all over. We go get something to eat first, get a little snack, and then we're gonna go ahead and head over to Jesse's. All right? All right. Good night, all.